everybody, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Come and join us in our live chats and in our comment section for the replay crew. On the docket today, we have Sister Wives Season 17, Episode 13, Coronapocalypse. Can I tell you how much I hate Cody?
This episode was trash. I'm sorry. This the overacting, the over bad acting. And the way he was treating Janelle. I'm like, are you serious? Like he was literally trying to gaslight her.
But here's the thing, though. I noticed something in that episode where they were at, in that segment where they were at Fat Olives. Other than an absolutely fabulous name for a Mediterranean restaurant, I noticed Janelle has a way of dealing with Cody.
Yes.
She has her independence, yes, but she also knows that Cody is difficult to deal with. And she sat there, she uses her non-reactionary self, her characteristic, to be the calm person in the argument because she knows he has no argument. Then it's almost like she came with her excuses, right? Like he said, this isn't working for us. And she goes, well, we're at that empty nest stage. And I think it's about time we do a reset. And it knocked him off his kilter because he didn't know how to answer. Why Cody don't understand that these women are smarter than him?
Because he's a narcissist. He thinks he's smarter than everyone.
I was laughing during that scene. I really was. I wish Janelle, like some of the fire, and I know that the confessionals are done way after the actual show is filmed. I get it. But I wish that some of that spunk that she has in her confessionals would come out face to face with him. Like we had a one of that, like last season, I think it was, where she wound up storming off and really venting in her car. I think we'll have it again next week. I'm not advocating for someone to be combative, but at some point you have to stop pandering to his stupidity and stop, going along to get along and start standing up for yourself, because you're the one who knows that there is some problem with how money is being spent in this family and you're being dicked.
Right. But here's the thing, though, like I was saying last week, Janelle in the past seasons have been trying to save the marriage, trying to save the family. I think she's kind of past that point now because she sees there's really no saving this because Cody's all about Robyn.
Well, he flat out said that to her.
Right?
Yeah, he said it to her. He's like, I have someone who is loyal to me and you need to be loyal to me too, or else. Bye. Okay, so Kimberly,
she was like,
Kimberly
Robyn's
says,
this, Robyn's perfect, Robyn's this, Robyn's that. I'm not going to be like Robyn. I was like, oops, well.
But again, if you're marrying multiple people, you should know that they are not all going to be the same. See, here's my problem with this. Cody, you can't be a broke ass motherfucker and think that you're going to be married to 4 women. Because rule number 1 is that you are financially able to provide for all of your families, not expect your wives to provide for your one family. Call a thing a thing. And 2, you're supposed to treat all of these women equal, and not compare them. I think he even said that a few seasons ago. You can't compare your relationships or your wives. And that's all he winds up doing in every single episode. And it's mind-numbingly stupid. And then he's asking his sons to apologize to him. Cody, you have to be the adult. You have to go to your sons and try to hash it out. Not tell their mama to tell them, give me a call. What? And just because you could sit in a talking head and say mea culpa does not mean that you understand what it means. Honestly, like I'm
Exactly.
I'm so tired of him. So tired of him. Kimberly says, "How dare you come up with reasonable ways to rekindle a relationship?"
Now I'm gonna touch on
Hi,
Robyn real quick.
Susan.
Robyn killed me with this. When she
Mhm.
said I have text messages and voicemails talking about from the boy saying like, that I'm the blame for this. I'm like, okay, like if you really wanted to work it out, you would have went to them directly and said, hey, let's meet up, let's hash it out, not put it
Yeah,
on TV. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Just saying.
That's the thing. She says she wanted to be in this plural family, right? She wanted her kids to experience this, but yet you have never tried to integrate. You've always, I agree with Janelle, you've always kept yourself separate. And that's why you have no relationship with these boys. And that's why they feel that they could talk to you any old how, because you that bitch that live on the hill with their daddy.
Pretty
Um,
much.
they wouldn't even talk to Mary like that.
Nope.
And he's like, when he said to Janelle, why don't you give her, why can you be friends with Christine but not with Janelle? Bitch, because she got 30 years with Christine. Christine raised her children for her. What did Robyn do?
Took the money. Oh, sorry. Became a
Just
leech.
calling a thing, and he
Sorry.
doesn't get it.
Nope.
Um, we miss you too,
So what he's not
Susan.
understanding.
Hey, Sunway.
What he's not understanding is that Robyn just used them for a come up. That's just what it is. Robyn was looking for somebody to take care of her and her kids, and she didn't care who it was. It could be him, the other wives, no matter. And she got what she wanted. Her kids are taken care of.
I agree with you, Kimberly. That one scene, oh my God, where the son was that was what, Gabriel? You know, I get them mixed up. That was Gabriel, right? Where he started
Yes.
crying. Oh my God,
Well,
child.
he didn't remind his dad about his birthday. That took me out.
And then Cody gonna call back later. And that was the last time he spoke to his dad. Way to go, Cody. Father of the year. Go ahead. But as Yanni say at the top, something about a kiss with Brianna. Child, they're
Hmm.
all over the internet saying that Robyn grooming her daughters to be his
Yep.
next wives. Child,
Hmm.
if ever there was a way to get this show canceled, you go ahead, Robyn.
Right. Robin's not very bright, messing up the money.
TLC will air a lot of things, but you might have to get this show picked up on A&E to do, I'm adopting my whatever. Remember that adoption show?
Yes.
Yeah, you might have to market it over there on A&E because I don't think TLC will be with you on that one. That is a
Mm-mm.
mess. Um, okay, so what did you think? Okay, so when Janelle brought up that she was thinking about going to Maddie's house for Thanksgiving and then being back home for Christmas. And he said, them boys can't come up in my house. I feel he was saying all of her kids, probably with the exception of Savannah. Man, no, maybe even Savannah, no. None of them kids could come up in my house until I get an apology.
That's what he said.
For
Point
for
blank.
what?
Period.
For what though?
For them being mean to Robin.
And
Well, you can't be mean to like the favorite wife and then be expected to be over for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It doesn't work that way.
them
Me
boys
and
don't
y'all
want to
get
be up in the
first.
house on the hill when they mama living in a trailer. And by this point, Savannah went and told the boys how Cody spoke to their mama. I don't think you want them boys to roll up in there.
No.
I don't think so. And then if we bringing in Peyton, because Christine crew gonna come and they gonna be
And
like,
roll deep
what?
too.
I just don't get it. Call Robyn and just play. I don't know. Kimberly, I like that. I like that. I didn't like that in that conversation at the restaurant though.
Mm-hmm.
Cody was trying so hard to be on the offensive. Janelle was giving a good defense, which was putting him off of his game. But in the end, I really think she was completely confused because first of all, the topics of conversation, like, I don't think she expected to go into that meal for it to end the way it did. Because to me, he was breaking up with her or trying his best to.
Exactly. That's the way I took it. Here's you know what? Okay, let me take that back. What it came across to me was that he's like either he was telling her either you fall in line with Robyn or I'm gonna drop you.
But he also knows that she's not going to do that. So to me, that's why it came across as a breakup, because you throwing out that gauntlet, and you know the other person's not going to pick it up, because you're telling them to do something that fundamentally she's not going to do, because she is the most strong-willed of your wives if you really think about it. She's the toughest. She's the most strong-willed. Um, and she was the brains in your operation when it came to the money. I don't know.
He just went. I think he went into. Here's what he tried to do. I'm gonna call the thing a thing. He tried to go on there and pull a power move. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. He's like, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tell Janelle that she needs to fall in line. And you know, because Janelle has been the one trying to keep this family united this whole time, these last 2 or 3 seasons, and he was playing on that, but his move failed because he fails in execution. He just fails. He
Well,
didn't do it
here's the
right.
thing. When he couldn't counter her argument or her comment about like resetting, right?
Mm-hmm.
He then starts attacking her for making single woman moves.
Right?
And it all goes back to money. I think he's just mad that Christine and Janelle have access to money that he does not.
Agreed.
Cody, God, I want them to go to the IRS. I just do. Um, if Cody says that there's something fundamentally wrong with their relationship, I'm gonna need him to explain. Because to me, polygamy is fundamentally wrong. But you believe in it, but I'm gonna need you to say more than just say there's something fundamentally wrong with our relationship. I'm gonna need you to explain that. I'm gonna need you to go into a deep dive and tell me what you perceive is wrong with your relationship. And I don't want you to tell me why I didn't like this woman when I first got married to her. I didn't like her after having 6 kids with her. I never liked her when she bought the trailer or fifth wheel. I'm gonna need you to tell me something different because she's loyal. She's loyal. And you're not.
No, he's loyal to Robyn. He's loyal to Robyn. And the problem with that is that he's not being a husband to all of his wives. He's only being a husband to the one wife, his favorite wife.
Mhm.
And he's mad that people are calling him out on it right now. That's what he's mad about. He's like, "How dare you challenge me?" It's real easy.
But he said that he has to treat them all equally a few seasons ago. but he's not doing that. So therefore, the people who are involved in the relationship, who are seeing this and not being treated equal, they have a right to say something, don't they? I didn't
Of
know that
course.
that's how polygamy work. Cody tried everything, no relations. The boys can't be around and respect Robyn. Janelle only heard, I'm keeping my house. So next. Oh my god. Um, that scene with poor Gabriel, that was the worst part of this episode. But here's my theory behind it. Cody and people in his house got sick. So he
Mm-hmm.
was like, ooh, him and or Robyn, ooh, let's get this on film.
Mm-hmm.
Call up somebody who you know had it and find out what happened. And we can put it on film because everything inside the house was self-documented on their iPhones, right?
Right.
So he called up poor little Garrison and asked Garrison, what was it like when you had COVID? Now, you called the wrong person. You should have called Janelle because Janelle's in your age group and would have had the symptoms that you should have had. But instead, you call somebody who's in their early 20s, who it barely impacted because they're healthy, and he basically lost his smell or taste,
Yeah.
and that was it. So, why are you calling him to ask him how was COVID for him when he had it back in January and it's October? Do you not know how sick he was? Did you not call him when he was sick to see how he was doing? Really? And Janelle was also sick. So was Savannah. Did you not call any of them to see how they were doing at the time they were sick back in January? Know how long they were sick, their symptoms, how they were doing? Nothing. You had to call in October. October. Okay. That was my biggest problem with that conversation. Because
And
had
Janelle
your
was super sick.
dumbass been in contact in January, you wouldn't have had to have called in October.
And Janelle was super sick too.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. So to me, that's why I do not believe that they had COVID. That's just me. I just don't think they had COVID. I think they had probably a cold or the flu or something because his scenes, Cody's scenes, were not believable to me. He just came across as somebody who was roid raging. Um, and Robyn's scenes at the hospital didn't come across to me either. And Cody with the balls sitting down in the parking lot saying, wishing that he would have just checked into the hospital like it was a fucking hotel.
Mm-mm.
When was the last time you checked into a hospital, Jamal? You get admitted.
Uh,
You
yeah,
check
you
into a
admitted it.
hotel.
You can't check into a hospital. Like, you can't just walk in like, you know what, I'm not feeling good. Let me just check in myself in. Can I have room 434 next to the best heater, please?
And extra pillows. Thank
Right.
you.
And I'll have
Extra
room
pillows,
service
extra towels.
and I'll have room service at 7 o'clock, please.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. It was so insulting. And I know that they wanted to do this with Robyn so that we could have some sympathy for
Mm-hmm.
her. Well, I'm a bitch. And at this point, I really don't care about Cody, Robyn, Brianna, that other girl, Dayton, David, whatever his name is, Ariel, and Solomon. I don't care about none of them that live up in the house on the hill at this point. And right now, I want that house to just fall down a ditch with all of them in it, with all of the doors that they have to go in and out. And I want Cody to be in his King Tut outfit, and I want Robyn to be in her Cleopatra outfit with all her titties out. Did you see that? Did you see her titties out? What kind of fundamentalist is you with all your titties out for Halloween? And should they be celebrating? Can they celebrate Halloween?
I have no clue about holidays with that.
Do they really
I guess
realize
religion.
the basis of Halloween? It's like, what? I don't care about none of them. And this was an insult to my intelligence for me to think that her dumb ass had nothing more than a fucking cold.
This was just like I said. It's just the bad acting, the overacting. I'm like, are you serious? I just feel like so bad. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, you could have just gone to the CVS like I do, get you the 2 pack on sale, daytime and nighttime, take that for 2 or 3 days, and then see how you feel.
When he put up that thermometer, I was like 99.8. So is he ovulating? The fuck? That's not a temperature.
It's not a temperature.
And
99,
then she's in the hospital and her oxygen is reading 92 or 90. Okay, you are supposed to be at 95, but that's not critical, boo. That's not critical. And if she was having so much problems breathing, why wasn't she on oxygen? Okay, so she says that the doctor said your lungs look yucky. No, your lungs are yucky and they look like they're COVID. What? 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 They look like they're COVID? The fuck are you talking about?
yeah,
And
I
I'm
had to
so
pause.
grateful that all of my tests came back good and she goes home.
I had to
No
rewind
medicine,
that part.
no
I stopped and rewound that part when they said that your lungs look like COVID. I said, hold up, let me go back. Let me go back. I'm like, how how do your lungs look like COVID? That makes no sense. I was like, no. Oh, I was so annoyed at that because I know we all know people who have COVID, and everyone I have known they've had to go like, oh, where is it? Like somebody said, I lost my taste and smell and I had C19 in June. I had to get cough syrup from the doctor because I had breathing difficulties, coughing all the time. Now the friends I know who had they just went to like I said they went to the Walgreens or the CVS and they got like 2 or 3 packs of the cough syrup to get them through, and that's how they got through. They didn't have it too bad, and to me, Robyn could have got by with the same thing, in my
See,
opinion.
when we saw this, when we saw this was me. This was me. I was Janelle looking at Cody doing this kind of bullshit.
Hmm.
Okay? And then how you look, how you look better than when you got makeup on.
Okay, can you go back to Cody real quick?
Go ahead to Cody.
Okay, did you see how they took the curl out his hair to make him look pitiful?
They flat
That's
ironed it.
yeah, that's why I didn't like it. That's why I'm like, this is fake. I'm sorry, this is what I believe. But you went through his hair has been perfectly permed this whole time, and all of a sudden he's sick, and now he looking real pitiful.
And
Come on
then
now.
look at this one. Look at this one. Her purse right next to her. Her coat. Okay, so she ain't get no further than the emergency room, I guess. Um, Let me tell you something. I hope they got a big bill for that emergency room visit.
Hmm.
I hope they got a big old bill because that was the biggest waste of my motherfucking time ever. Ever. You've
It
made
was
me hate them
absolutely
more with
terrible.
this.
That was a whole joke. I'm sorry, and it was disrespectful to the people who actually had COVID or who were going through it. That's just
Child.
my personal opinion. I was yeah. As soon as they said like your lungs are like COVID, I'm like, you know what? I can't. No, I didn't believe you. I didn't believe you then. I really can't take you seriously now. That was ridiculous.
I don't believe Cody had COVID. I don't believe Robyn had it either. Do I believe somebody? You know who I do believe? The one that we ain't see with the COVID. One of the big
Um,
girls. The one that probably brought it home.
I thought it was the nanny personally.
Mm-mm. The kids
I,
went back to school. You know, schools are petri dishes of germs. I just, and then him giving that whole soliloquy. I would have I never knew. I'm living my life now. I'm not staying in. I am just going out. I have had COVID. And now I'm living my life because I sat there while I was delusional and I was going through the pictures and I missed everything. What?
yeah, no. Like I said, horrendous Shakespeare. Horrendous.
I hated this episode. From Gabriel crying, you attacking Janelle and her children, trying to break up with her, his rant in the car about checking into the hospital so he could get a chest x-ray. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You sat there and admitted that you ain't bathed for days. Maybe if you bathed you would feel better. I know I do. Every morning when I take a bath, I feel better. Every evening before going to bed and I take a bath, I feel better. Work it out, Cody. Work it out. I and then I think what was the biggest slap in the face, Cody saying that the one daughter that was living in the basement, isolating away from the rest of the sick people, and she came up after 10 days and she was crying because she hadn't seen them in 10 days. You ain't seen your other kids in months. And he was getting
Right.
so emotional because he hadn't seen Robyn's girl in days. Now, if she was isolating down in the basement,
Mm-hmm.
Dayton, the other big girl, was sick. The nanny, I don't know, I guess the nanny was there taking care of the two little ones, right?
Right.
Because who had them while he was in the parking lot of the hospital contemplating whether or not he gonna check in? I don't know. This episode was shit from top to bottom.
Yeah, there was no saving this episode. It was pathetic at best because of how they handled this and how they were acting. Like, are you joking? Are you serious? This is ridiculous. And like you said, I think you hit it spot on. They were trying to get sympathy for Robyn because
Mm-hmm.
people she been getting backlash over like the stuff that's been coming out. Like there's no saving this Robyn. We see you for who you are, and y'all just mad that Christine and Janelle are seeing y'all for who you are. Point blank. Period.
Oh yeah, Gabe, like you just wanted to reach out and give him a big old hug. Um, they'd have discovered a black hole. Oh, Margaret. If he did have a chest X-ray, they'd have discovered a black hole where his heart would be. Oh my god.
And Cody is just upset at the fact that people aren't just gravitating to Robyn as like the first wife or whatever, and he's also upset that his kid, like his other children, aren't embracing, you know, Robyn's children. But I'm like,
Mhm.
well, there's a significant age gap for a lot of the kids, so why would they like embrace them like that? They weren't around. I mean, like they're not. And I hate to say it this way, but they're not biological, and they did not grow up together. It's completely different.
But she's always kept them separate. Janelle said it. She has kept
Yeah,
herself separate.
separate.
Had you have let the kids go over and let Christine take care of them, maybe you would have had a shot of integrating. But you didn't, because Christine, as Janelle said, was the heart of this family and brought
Yep.
everybody together. I don't know. Margaret says in the last trailer, he yells at Janelle that he had a near death experience with COVID. The man needs some kind of mental health intervention and soon. In the meantime, he needs to be elsewhere. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Um, I just want him to take some sort of accountability for something, like anything at this point. Like not checking the order after leaving before leaving the drive-through to realize that they didn't put in your fries in the bag. I'm gonna need him to take accountability for something. Cody, you are not perfect,
Mm.
and TLC is doing y'all dirty.
Right? They sick of Cody. That's what it is, and I stand by that.
Oh my god! Wait, did we see? Hold on, hold on. I just want to show this. Okay, look at this fool. Look at this fool. They got a lot of shit up in that closet. Wow.
Right?
Okay. So then look at this. Do you see all her breasticles hanging out? Where your undershirt, Robyn? Why your titties hanging out? And why is there a random shirt hanging outside on a string? Like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness. That was just sad.
They got all of them doors and they still treat that place like they living in a trailer park.
Exactly.
And yes, I am jealous because I could use that house.
The McMansion, yes.
It's a beautiful house on a beautiful lot of land with a guest house, multi-car garage.
And they just mad
I,
right now because they had to figure out how they're gonna pay for it without without Christine and Janelle's contributions.
well, I don't even think that they're that smart to realize that they need their money from their MLMs. She's not that
Right.
smart. She's so busy being butt hurt because two boys called her out on her shit. That's what this is. Oh, I'm so sick of her. Hold on. Let's see what y'all
Right.
saying here. Um, hold on. He has no money, so he's angry. Oh. I think he has money, but he's realizing that these women have money that he doesn't have access to, and it's eating him out.
Yeah, you've been saying it for a while. Like he's mad.
Mm-hmm.
He's fundamentally mad that they have money that he can't get his hands on and spend for Robyn. Never mind.
Yep, because why else would he be angry at Janelle for the trailer? Why? Because she went and did it by herself with money that he didn't know about. And then
Right.
why is he mad at Christine? It's all over that house because she was able to walk away with the equity. She was able to walk away with something. And to me, it comes across that this is a financial entrapment to these women.
Exactly.
They're not supposed to have
He does
anything.
it. He does it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's to keep them in line and keep them entangled so they really can't leave. It, and I'm going to say it this way because this is the way I see it. It's a form of abuse. This is kind of what they
Mm-hmm.
call financial abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm going to keep you tied into this, even if you're miserable, so you can't leave. But he was mad because Christine untangled herself as the years went on to where when she was finally had enough, she was able to leave. He's mad because she was actually able to leave
Mm-hmm.
without him. She was able to leave with her own money. She was able
Mm-hmm.
to leave and actually start a new life. And he was upset that she's not gonna be out there broke. He would be if Christine were to walk away with nothing and had to live with McKelty and her husband, McKelty and Tony. He would delight in that because he's like, see, you left
Mm-hmm.
me and now you're in a worse place. No, now she's left you and she's in a much, much better place. That's what he's mad
Mm-hmm.
about. Her quality of life has improved while his has gone down.
Yep. Because remember when they were talking about the divorce, like in the earlier episodes, his biggest thing was somebody's first he says somebody's going to come and take the money from meaning hers.
The first
And
thing,
then
the
he
first thing.
rephrased it and said, your new man is going to come and take all of my money, as if he still has ownership over her money.
Right, dumbass.
Oh my God, he's just so ridiculous. Did anyone tell Cody that King Tut and Cleopatra weren't husband and wife and lived a few thousand years apart? No, because they're uneducated. It
Right.
shines through in every episode how dumb these two are. Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. Is it bad that I was hoping during Cody's C19 that 10 days taking an inner look? Like I have a problem, three wives, I am the problem, near death, and fixed problems. Kimberly, that would be a totally different show, but it's not this one. I see your
Mhm.
optimism. I, I hope for it, but Cody's too stupid. Sorry.
He's 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 not the brightest and very he's not very self aware.
Mm-hmm. He's on the move to find submissive wives. Where will this show go from here? Cancellation.
Right.
You know, they're gonna pitch the child sister wives to A&E. Margaret says Robyn has admitted that she spent her childhood in a state of constant fear. She approaches everything from a position of fear, every little thing. Oh my gosh. And Sunway says, I saw a Halloween picture of Dayton and someone say that Dayton lives in camping trailer outside of the mansion. I read it on Facebook in a group. I think I saw that too. So now we've discovered who the trailer belongs to. So he had money to go and buy a trailer so that her boy could go outside and live in a trailer instead of in one of the many bedrooms in there. And if he moved out of the house, why is there still not a room for Truly?
Truly.
And how was it that when Truly came over? Hold up, we missed that whole part. Okay, so when Truly came over, Truly was acting like a butthole stranger, like it was the first time going in that house. We get inside that house. I guess she cleaned up a little bit, but why does she have those huge amethyst rocks on the floor? Those cost a mint. Did I see a sub-zero freezer in her kitchen? Did I?
Probably.
And why does she have food on the floor? Did you see the watermelon? Everybody was talking about that. She
Yeah,
put a
I saw it
watermelon on the
online.
floor. And okay, I firmly believe that the youngest child is not socialized. Did you see how
Mm,
she was tackling Truly?
right.
She's not, she doesn't like they she was in a Truly was in a conversation with Cody, and that little girl decided Ari decided she was going to tackle her. Like she has no socialization or interpersonal skills with anybody, and she's in school. Like how is that possible? How is that possible? Don't tell me C19 either. And then Cody asks Truly, are you spending the night? Shouldn't that have been predetermined? And then she's saying, I didn't bring my pajamas. And he says, why aren't you spending the night? And she goes, Mom said it's up to me. And then he overrules her and says, I guess we'll find you a big t shirt or something. Huh? I don't like how Cody communicates with his children.
He, here's the thing with this communication. He doesn't have good communication with anyone but Robyn. anyone who gives him a slight bit of pushback or difference of opinion, he has trouble communicating with. And that's just across the board. Like, literally, it's not just his children, it's everyone.
Oh my God. Margaret says he has the depth of a discount paper towel and the strength of a one ply toilet paper. My God. I love it, Margaret. Hey FM. Curious about the trailer because we never see Dayton and they stop talking about him all of a sudden. Trailers aren't cheap, even just to maintain. I have one. Okay.
Hmm.
And this goes back to Janelle. Thank you for bringing that up, FM. Janelle said that there has been some inconsistent spending from the family account. Cody
Exactly.
uses that as his personal kitty and he just goes
Right.
and buys whatever he wants. And all of the boxes that are in the lower level of Robyn's house, honestly, I think she's still okay. So the website, My Sister's Closet, isn't active, but she's still selling. She's still hustling. I bet you she's doing it on eBay. And what Gwendolyn says, she gets the girls to do it. They go under different names and sell all of that crap. That is their warehouse, that lower level of their house. Did y'all talk about Robyn being hospitalized? Sure did. Don't believe none of it. Don't believe none of it. Ari just needs some manners. What does the nanny do? Why she ain't teaching that girl some socialization and not to tackle people who are guests in your home? That's why I truly don't like going over there. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Cody S. Do you have PJs? Sir, do you not have clothing for your kids? Did you prepare for your
Exactly.
visitations?
And
No.
Christine brought that up too. She wants to make sure that Julie has some place to stay when she's there. Cody, you said you would have everything truly needed for her visits to Robyn's house. First visit
Yep.
failed.
Yep, she is awkward around her own father. Like you have I don't want to hear him say nothing more about how I got 18 kids. Sir, you do not. You had 5. He just forces the statement about her staying the night. Yes. Her mother told her it was her choice, but you're overriding that saying you're going to give her a big t-shirt? Like from who? From where? Who wore it? Is it washed? Is it clean? Fuck the t-shirt. Where is she sleeping? Where is she sleeping? In a box downstairs? I don't know. Christine, bring your child home. Bring your child
Yep.
home.
Because police failed right out the gate.
It's evidently clear that Truly has not been welcome there. Yup. She probably had bronchitis. Ooh. That's true. I had a nasty cough when I had bronchitis, but they told me to get cough syrup and not to go to work for 3 days. I got that serious cough syrup. um Someone actually said don't lick Truly. What the fuck?
Right.
Julie. Like I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been a kid, but my mother or anyone has never had to tell me not to lick another person. They've asked me to lick them, but I've never been told not to lick somebody.
You're nuts.
Yeah, this did not come off well. This did not like. I really hate these people now, and I'm not supposed to be. I was trying to be a better person. I'll start over again next year, but I'm ending this year with hating people, and it's all because of this show. Thank you, Cody. Oh. There's talk that taking himself off to go live once again with his birth father. I've been hearing that.
I did hear that, but I haven't
And
seen
did you hear that he
confirmation.
changed his name back to David?
Back. Yes, I heard that was happening.
Is
I was in
going
shock.
on?
So Cody's losing wives and children. So that means if he loses Dayton, like he might ask his father to adopt him back or something, he could lose a child. That would take him down a rung.
Well, that's only bringing them two other girls closer to becoming his new wives. If you listen to the internet streets regarding this show, cannot wait to rewatch. Was irate and disgusted how they are dramatizing being in the hospital. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah, that was a problem.
People are seriously ill in a hospital, and you fucking around saying you gonna check in like it's the fucking Four Seasons. Get out of here. When Cody was looking at her books, I think it was Cody that said it. Don't look truly. He was probably trying to figure out what the books were too. Sorry. I don't know. Oh, and then he asked Truly, "Are you going to help me work?" What? That's how you want to spend time with your kid that you haven't seen
Hmm.
in a month? Because he
I
said it was
mean,
30 days since Christine left, right?
he
Was it
has a
30
habit.
days?
They have a habit of using Christine's kids to work for them. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe Robyn can't keep a house clean or tidy. Maybe that's the reason why they aren't filming it. No, I truly believe because it was Robyn who was doing all of the filming while they were inside that house. That wasn't production. That was Robyn. Cause she wasn't in none of the images. She wasn't in none of the film. That was Robyn doing it. And I saw another like stick where you put your iPhone on. So it's
Right,
between Robyn and I guess Cody who were filming.
right.
Production's not going in there because as you saw with the preview for next week, Janelle said, "I got my vaccine. Them bitches ain't got no damn vaccine." If I was production, I wouldn't go in there neither.
No,
Sorry. And don't forget, this is last year.
right.
Last year, October, yeah, because they left in September, October. So it's a month later. Yeah. What was it? Omicron that was going on last year this time? Come on
Yes.
now. Everyone, don't forget to hit the like. Oh, thank you, FM. Word has it that Dayton has taken himself off live again. Father, yep, okay. The way they have inflicted fear into Robyn's older kids, too. Oh my God. They're a reflection of their mother.
Hmm.
Their kids all seem to be really socially awkward. Robyn and Cody's. Yep. Shout out. It's so weird how they don't bring up Dayton anymore because he doesn't want to be associated with this.
No, my theory is that he's been in contact with his biological father for a while now.
Mm.
That's my theory. For him to want to go back and live with him.
Okay. As a mom, if I heard my child had nothing of comfort from her father, we would be in court ASAP. Oops. True. Highly recommend rewatching season 1, episode 1. It's on YouTube.
I am
Mind
actually.
blowing.
That's on my list. I want to go back and just kind of rewatch this and just see from the beginning.
Robyn really is the devil. Oh Lord. And she is the liar. Yeah, yeah. And take note. Remember, he said last week he don't got a head wife, and none of the wives run the show. Yet you gonna see Robyn showing all of her ass, trying to take over the conversation and wanting explanations. Yes, we're gonna see Robyn's true Robyn next week. Rewatch the episode when Robyn's kids got to visit their father after not seeing him for a couple of years. Cody is disgusting in his comments. Wow. They did all leave Vegas for Dayton.
Hmm.
But did he really want all of them to come? I don't think so. I think he chose Arizona because it was at least a state away and he would be away from them. He didn't anticipate the whole family to come chasing after him.
Right.
But that's Robyn not wanting to let go of any of her children. Robyn involved her children with a manipulative man, and she destroyed the family. Robyn involved her children with a manipulative man, and she destroyed the family. 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 She destroyed the family Don't look truly. Someone from 90 Day Fiance took a picture with Cody. I think it was for the tell all at a hotel. Cody was in a gray suit. Oh, gross. Um, what was that nonsense about hospitals is where you go to die? Again, deeply insensitive. Deeply insensitive because these people are stupid. He signaled that he is a QAnon squirrely brain tinfoil hat nutbird, which is an insult to squirrels and birds, eh? Margaret, I like you. Oh my god. Oh, love y'all so much. Thank you for the. Oh, thank you, FM. Hi, Ethel. Rewatching those older episodes opened my eyes. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely terrible what Robyn has done. Hi. I used to blame Cody mostly, and I still do, but wow, what a terrible person Robyn is towards her sister wives and her kids. What's this one? Does Dayton have? Someone mentioned this in one of our live chats before, but that like I don't think he's like, well, he might be on the what is it, on the spectrum, but from what I remember of Dayton, the last time I saw him, he could have handled going to university, doing what other kids do, and really enjoying his college experience. I think it would have been a real good step in him, you know, like being an adult. But Robyn seems to want to keep her children in perpetual childhood for some reason. Let your kids grow up. Let them grow up. Oh no. Watch the scene where Robyn tells him that she's pregnant with Solomon. Oh Lord. Christine is the first to hug her. Yep, because Christine loved the kids. I heard Dane moved back with his dad full time. Over dramatizing C19 was disgusting. Agreed. So for Robyn, she seems very emotionally abusive. She claims the ex-husband, but he never defended himself. Do you think she taught Cody he became abusive after he married her? I think it was always in him, to be quite honest. He's just not a happy person. He's done something with his life that which boy was it that said he found his soulmate and he wants to be with his soulmate? He converted to this religion with the polygamy. I don't think that was his original religion.
I don't think it was his upbringing, though.
And I don't even know if he would recognize what a calling was, honestly, because he can't even figure out how to use a phone. So to hear a spiritual calling, I think that's a real stretch for me with him. I really do. Cody was happier and nicer in season 1 with the wives. Her true colors came out. Treat the other wives like they should be servants to her and Cody and the kids. Wow. This show is just mind numbing. And I feel like next week we're all going to be raging. Cody's going to strike again. I do think that he needs some sort of therapy, though.
Agreed, 1000%.
His behavior is not normal. It's just not. The older episodes with Christine talking about how much she loves Robyn's kids, misses them when they went to visit their dad, yet Robyn wants to paint her as a liar that doesn't care. Look, Robyn and Cody have forgotten that we have been watching for 17 seasons. Mm-hmm. And it just boils down to this for me. I don't like you. I don't like you. You are reprehensible. Next week is going to be fire. Yep. Robyn and Cody both wanted Christine to raise Robyn's kids like she did the rest, which was totally wrong. Mm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, so I don't have anything more to vent on this. I feel like I need to like gather my strength for next week.
I think next week's gonna be a real issue because based on the for me what I saw in the trailer, he basically doubles down even more.
Yes, I agree with that, but I'm accustomed to that.
But to be
Where
this far along, though, sorry to interrupt, but real quick,
yeah,
like just for it to be this far along and you still doubling down, it's like you have no concept of literally of other people's feelings and other people's perspectives. Like it's ridiculous at this point.
I think what's gonna aggravate me the most is when Robyn starts jumping in.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a problem.
She made me. Well, Robin already made me mad when in that conversation with when Christine was telling them that her house has sold. She was jumping in, and forgot the storyline, forgot her script, and messed it all up. Like, ma'am, no,
That
no,
point, that
no.
part right there. And again, I think that's gonna be a repeat next week, where she is jumping in and demanding people to answer to her. Cody said they ain't no head wife, that he in control of the family. Why are you jumping in?
Right,
Sit back there with Mary and keep quiet.
exactly.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And this why people don't like you, Robyn. This why people don't like you. Robyn never wanted Christine to raise her kids. Christine offered one time, and Robyn said no. Right.
Right,
But she didn't want Christine because Christine is competition, but she was willing to take one of Christine's children as child labor
exactly,
to raise her
exactly.
kids because Cody's not going to want to see his biological daughter as competition.
Right.
That's my feeling on that. Okay, try to be petty, but cannot stop staring at Robyn's makeup in the preview. I have to look at it again. Um, Child. Anyhow, Jamal, any final thoughts on this stupid show?
No, are we? Are we? I think we're good to go. But I think next week is gonna be a whole mess.
Yeah, this was Sister Wives season 17, episode 13, Coronapocalypse. Thank you so much for joining us today in the live chat, listening to me rant and rave. Um, this show just makes me angry. It just really does. And I apologize to anyone I might have offended, with the exception of offending Robyn, Cody, anyone in their McMansion. Um, yeah, I apologize. The brokest reality stars. Oh my god.
I have a
Um,
question. Real quick, hold up.
mm-hmm.
Am I reading this right?
What?
Okay. Who is this one? Brownie Brown's ex-husband David Jessup. Oh, okay. This is Demar Robert. She was married to David from '99 to 2007, and
Mhm.
someone was saying that um, Cody and David Jessup are cousins or something. So I was just looking at.
They're all intermingled. It's kind of
Right. A
gross.
thing.
Oh, and before we go, we heard some sad news before coming on for this particular episode. Our favorite Babs, Whitney Thor's mom from My Big Fat Fabulous Life, Babs passed away. Our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts and everything go out to the Thor family. She was the heart of that family. She was one of the reasons why many of us watched that show. Um, Rest in peace, Babs. Rest in peace. Oh.
I mean, that was just so sad. I mean, and it's just interesting. Like she was like, look, she was on the mend. Like she was doing better, and then just to hear this was just kind of out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Because she, like you said, she was the
Mm-hmm.
heart of the show. We tuned in just to watch to see if she was going to be okay. To be quite honest, we wouldn't watch it for Whitney, but to hear that she passed was just to see that she passed was just so. It's just mm,
Yeah. But I think they had made an announcement that she wasn't going to be filming
filming
anymore.
anymore. Correct.
And I wonder if she had another setback, which led to that decision. But at least she's not suffering anymore. Um, and prayers to the family. Prayers. Oh, this was your first time, Julie. Oh my God. I hope you come back and I hope you subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so that you can see whenever we come on here and rant. Yeah, rest in peace, Babs. It's so like that there's really no other reason to watch that show anymore. Gosh. Oh, Glenn. I feel so horrible for Glenn. Oh, I don't even want to say what's going through my head right now. If we offended you, we apologize. Oh, wait, what? Did I offend someone?
Oh, TKC, have a good one, guys. You didn't offend me at all. I just want to let them
Oh,
know, like, if we offended you, we didn't. It was not our intention.
oh,
Because
okay.
we don't go out to offend people at all. We just
No.
not at all.
No, I just come on here and rant. We all have our own opinions and we mean no harm. All right, y'all, will join us tomorrow because tomorrow is a Housewife Friday. Miami's back, so we'll do them first. And then we'll do episodes 10, 11, and 12 of Durban. So join us tomorrow. And Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.